bring Brad in. Brad, we missed you last week, buddy.
Oh, well, that has a lot to do with the wisdom of all the sages on this stages right now today. I think it was the week before last, there was some conversation about, what you tell yourself, you need to stick to it, or, say what you do, what you say you will do. And I literally had Saturday to Saturday vacation with four other couples from our neighborhood, and I made a commitment to completely unplug. Might have been the most. I may need withdrawal help from Clubhouse if you ever leave. You're gonna have to put me in a program to wean me off of this somehow, because it was a rough week, even though I was in paradise. So that might be one thing. Do what you say you do. Go ahead.
You were talking about the wisdom of the stages. I heard you saying.
Yeah. Yes, I was.
I'm glad you took the break, man. It's hard. It's difficult in today's world with all the technology to really break free of everything and just let yourself be here now. So congratulations.
It was an amazing vacation, and different from any other vacation I've ever taken. So it was total fun. So I got just a few that I want to share, and I don't want to take up too much time because I know we got so many great people on the stage. And mine comes down to, the daily one, the daily, I guess if you'll say, wisdom that I live by. Man, the core ones came from Jeff Olson on the Slight Edge, and it was doing the mundane. Little productive actions repeated consistently over time add up to the difference between failure and success. And then that kind of made me think of one of the greatest slides I saw somewhere was Toyota made comments about, failing. And they were like, if you have no problems, that is the biggest problem of all. So doing those mundane little things over and over and over. So now that leads to my personal wisdom that I learned was to systematize everything, including the most important, the mundane. Like that has to be systematized. And then I have to trust the system enough that it is going to tell me what to do, whether it's me doing it or someone else doing it. What it was Gerber's advice of removing, like, your business is separate from you. Think of everything that you do as separate from you. And so I set up systems, even though I did a lot of stuff naturally and I can do it with my eyes closed, I still do what the system tells me to do so that I trust my system. And again, just like this last week, I told my brain I was going to unplug, so I stuck to it. And the systems, I set up the system and I plugged the holes along the way and I trust it. So that brings me to my last one, which is Gerber. If your business isn't growing, it's dying. I mean, that's where I had to set up the system to feed new relationships into my world every single day to keep my business growing. It wasn't about doing a 5% increase over last year or a 10% increase over last year. It was about adding new relationships to my business every single day and not letting those pass. And then the second part of those systems was making ordinary people extraordinary. Like, one of the biggest things I've heard was, we want to hire talent. We want to grow fast. You got to find another person like you. And then I realized, you know what? The 80-20 rule, I'm going to have to hire 100 people, fire 80 people, and find 20 good people. And then I'm going to have to struggle sorting through the 20 people to find the 3 to 5 that are extraordinary, that are my talent, that are me. And that's like firing 95 people to find the 5 people you think you'll end up in your life. And I think we probably hire 10 or 20 people in our independent business life. Everybody's going to hire people at different levels, but we don't hire enough people or master that hiring process. So that's kind of my wisdom for today, is the systems, and systematize the mundane. Figure out what that mundane is that grows your business every single day, and just make sure that happens. Whoa.
I love the drop mic.
Yeah, drop mic, boom. I lost. Oh, there we go. I'm going to do that from now on. I like that. Some things happen by accident that are pretty cool.
Yeah, actually, I mean, really got my funny bone. I don't know what happened to Don, but I'm just coming in for a second because number one, I'm just excited. We added some more mods to our breakfast table, and we're just getting close to the end of the hour. But I just wanted to mention that Jeff Olson's book, The Slight Edge, is really fabulous, people. And if you haven't gotten it, I suggest you do that. That and Atomic Habits by James Cleary. But the Jeff Olson book about the incremental changes, what's wonderful about it is this is the type of book I like to read. It isn't, too dense. He just writes a little on each page. It gives you time to really absorb it. And I'm one of those people that, I'm a visual thinker. So it's like when I'm reading his stuff, it's like I like to engage. And I just recommend it to everyone because it's a very effective, powerful book. And I love that you brought, Coach Korn, some wisdom from the ages, from the present. Because so often, so many of the greats like Aristotle, as Don was saying, come from ages old wisdom that we've, seen and challenged time and time again, but equally as valid is the new stuff. And I think productivity is super important to our ability to make an impact on this earth, whatever it is that we're doing. And so with that, I'd like to just say good morning. Is it to Tony Rodriguez, who's in the house, and see if Tony is available and would like to take the mic and say a little something on this idea of wisdom of the ages, and then maybe do a room reset or backwards the other way around. Tony?